I'm going to try and swing as smoothly as possible and create leverage here. Hey guys, Christo Garcia, My Swing Evolution. I'm enjoying some coffee out of my great Ben Hogan golf cup here, and I've got a little sugar in it today. So since I reached my goal of losing a total of 50 pounds, I've been enjoying a tablespoon of sugar here and there, and I've actually been hitting the gym a little bit harder now, trying to put on a little bit of muscle. I got to be able to keep up with the young guys, but that's what today's video is all about, is smooth power. And the thing that's really funny about it is, I'll tell you, Sam Snead felt that his swing redlined at about 85%. I'd say that's pretty close for myself as well. Like when I start to go more, like when I go 100%, the machine can just break down. I feel like I want to swing firm. That's my goal. I want to swing firm and hit the ball hard, but I don't want to swing like a gorilla. That's my, one of my El Guapos, and then everything falls apart and I start early extending and the arms get going too soon and all that stuff. So that's what this session is all about, because I am going to Winged Foot and Marion this weekend. Woo! Oh my gosh, I'm going to be in New York and Philly for the next week. And then I come back for the MSE Intensive, September 28th and 29th. We have a dynamite group of guys coming in. Some are coming in from all around the world. It's a small group, got 2 coaches. It's going to be outstanding. So if you're interested, let me know. Hit me up, Christo at myswingevolution.com. But check out this video on smooth driver swings. All right, guys, so I got out the big stick, and I'm excited to be taking off on my trip. So I'm trying to work on some smooth golf swings. Pretty solid hit, just a slight pull. Trying to remind myself about my pelvis. Now that was smoked. That was right up the gut. So what I want to have is a free move where I'm generating speed. I don't want to feel like I'm holding back, but at the same time, I don't want to feel like I'm redlining where everything's about to break down potentially. We can see on this swing, I am getting this down on the shaft plane sooner than I ever have, and it's just fantastic. Got good hip clearance. My shoulders are clearing at impact. Just a very good, solid hit. All right, so I switched up the camera angle here a little bit. Once again, you'll see me tucking into, my pelvis so that I've got good leg support. I think I hit that a little bit thin. Now here what I'm checking is my stance has a tendency to get closed, but here I've got my shoulders and my hips slightly open. That's what I'm doing here. That was a good hit. I can usually tell by my balance, and it's almost a signal to myself that it was a good hit if I maintain my balance at the end of my swing. Now this is interesting because as we were talking about smooth power, I had been thinking about trying to swing higher, kind of like Justin Thomas. And you're going to see something pretty darn funny here. So My rehearsal swing, I'm taking the club up even outside a little bit and as high as I can under my chin, like Bubba Watson or Justin Thomas. So this is what I feel like I'm gonna do. But when you see my swing, it's not even close to that. But it's certainly higher. We'll take a look. So I got a ton of leverage on that swing. I just crushed it. But here you can see I'm kind of taking it up higher. But still it kind of levels off going around my shoulders. So this is like really high hands for me if you watch my swing evolution. But I feel like it gave me some extra leverage. I even go a little long like Bubba here. And it even gives me maybe a little more time. Look at, now check this out. So my belt buckle is square to the ball here. And so I've got all that time for that club head to whip around while my lower body is creating that power. So yeah, I've put a lot of energy into that ball. So that was a very well struck golf ball. Once again, trying to create effortless power. Because the feeling, the muscles that give you the feeling of speed and power they're deceivers. It's very tempting. It's very seductive to want to use the hands and the arms. But here, I don't want to say I don't use my arms, and of course your hands are holding on to the club, but there's a better way to create the speed than the instinctual way. Yeah, so here's another swing that I'm pretty happy with. Let's take a look at it. So I'm going to make the point that I don't swing out to the ball. I'm pulling the club down behind me as I turn. So that's what I mean by it's counterintuitive and I'm not using the muscles that you would normally think to use. So these drives, this was a bomb, but I'm trying to swing towards the tallest tree behind the fence back there. And I feel like my stance is a little bit closed, but I'm hitting these draws that, I mean, these are big hits right back to the center of the fairway here. There's another one. But again, I'm trying to create this power with timing and leverage, not by manufacturing speed with my hands and arms. This nice and smooth balance. Okay, that's my miss. That's the thing that I'm worried about a little bit. This was a well-struck ball, but we're going to see with me, set up open to the right. I pull this ball. It starts out, pretty much towards the target, and it turns over. So that's going to be in the left rough. So there I correct with a little bleeder cut. But the goal is to be able to create speed without doing it in a way that's super inconsistent. So let's go back to those real quick. We'll take a look at one of these. You'll notice I'm even keeping my left foot planted on a lot of these swings. It's just, I'm doing it unconsciously, but I'm really focused on this feeling of my connection with the ground. So what we're going to see in here is I want that club back on that shaft plane. So I'm hardly getting off of it here. I mean, this is a really flat swing. But you're going to see me keep that club behind me. You see how many frames I have? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 10 frames, 11, that it's still behind me during the transition. And then, say from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So half as many frames to get from here to here as I spent loading the club down here. So I'm really taking my time in the transition, allowing the power to build up, and it goes flying out the end of that club head into that golf ball. And it pulls me up to a balanced finish. Also, another thing I'd like to say is this is giving me a very ballet pirouette kind of feel. And this is something I'm going to be exploring in the future. But the swing balances you. The swing helps you balance. Like when you're doing pirouettes, if you're placed properly and use your centrifugal force properly, it holds you in balance like a gyroscope. So that's what I'm going for here. So I hope this lesson helps you out. I hope you hit them long and hit them straight. Hi, I'm Christo Garcia, the founder of My Swing Evolution. A few years back, I picked up Ben Hogan's 5 Lessons book because I wanted to improve my golf game. Well, my golfing dreams came true. Today I'm sponsored by the Ben Hogan Golf Company. I've shot under par many times, and I even had the chance to play Ben Hogan in a Golf Channel special. So in this series, I'm going to take you through the most important lessons that I learned from Ben Hogan's famous book.